this is Emily's Wire, and today I'm going to go over my upper body warm-up routine, typically before I bench press or do any sort of overhead pressing, even for my row days. So first, I can use a PVC pipe or a stick. I just have a hockey stick, and I'm going to do some overs and backs. 10 of these. Now I'm trying to not overarch my back while I do it. I'm trying to keep a neutral spine as much as possible. And then I'm trying to narrow my grip just a little bit every time. When I hit a spot where I can't quite get back quite as far, I'm going to hold it and pull the stick apart and try and keep reaching my hands back. And hold that for about 5 seconds. Then the next time I go back, should be a little bit easier, just like that. Again, I'm going to hold one more time. Bring it back. And then try and go all the way back and forth. Good. Then I like to do push-up to down dogs, just to get my shoulders a little bit more stretch through my thoracic spine and get my shoulders nice and warm. I'm going to try and push my head through my arms. Doing 10 of those. And then I'm going to go onto the floor. I call these thoracic rotations. So I'm going to lift my hand first. This is to help open up my thoracic spine here. So I'm going to lift my hand first to try and get the external rotators to do this work. Then I'm going to start to extend my elbow and reach up and over. You should feel that right around the shoulder blade. So I'm lifting the hand first, trying to extend my elbow, and then reaching my thumb back to my other shoulder. So that's just helping, again, warm up all of my upper back, which is really the main goal for me to get turned on before I do any sort of pressing work, because that's the support structure. And in order to keep your shoulders healthy, that's what you're going to really want to keep strong and warm. So again, doing the same thing on the opposite side. I'm trying to not rotate a ton from my lower back. Trying to get that motion from the shoulder and scapula. Good. And then I'm going to grab a band. Not a ton of tension in the band, and I'm going to do pull aparts. So the big thing on pull aparts that a lot of people do wrong is they overuse the upper traps. We're trying to keep the shoulders centrated down in the joint. So we're trying to not let it rise up. We're trying to use the rear delts, and again, we'll try and turn on a little bit of like the middle lower trap and the rhomboids and then all the external rotators in the shoulder. So we're trying to keep the shoulders down the back and then pulling that across the chest. I'm going to do that for 12 reps. Every time I'm trying to keep focused on not rising the shoulders up at all. Trying to just pull that band across the chest. Turning on again the upper back, the rear delts. All the important structures to helping keep your shoulders safe when you're pressing. Side note, make sure that you're working your back more than your front if you want to keep your shoulders healthy. So after that, then I like to do some scat pulls. So I'm going to hang from a bar. Push my bench in a little bit. So I'm just going to hang, and then I'm going to externally rotate and try and tuck my shoulder down my back. So this is going to help get my lats turned on. So I'm going a little wider than shoulder width. I'm gonna hang here and then pull myself up. Trying to not bend my elbows at all. Just getting that motion through the lats. Around the world to get my shoulders and rotator cuffs nice and warm. So I'm going to grab some 2.5s. I'm going to start with my palms forward, start to lift, and as I get to my shoulder, I'm going to start to rotate, go up above the head and back down. The whole time I'm trying to keep my shoulders retracted back, not shrugging, trying to keep them down. So flipping at my shoulders, clapping the plates together, and coming back down. Flipping. And I'm going to go back to using my stick. What I'm going to do here is make a 90-degree angle at my elbows. And then I'm going to try and emphasize pulling my elbows forward. So we're again working through the lat. So I'm trying to drive this external rotation at my shoulder. So I'm trying to not be forward or feel anything too much in the front of the chest. A lot of this you're going to feel right in the back of the, like right around the armpit area. So I'm trying to pull the elbows forward and in front of the stick, keeping my grip fully around the bar. A lot of people will try and arch to help compensate. Focus on squeezing your butt and keeping your core tight and rigid so that you don't fall into this arch, because that's going to not work that thoracic spine as much. Again, we're just trying to work that thoracic mobility as much as possible. So we're trying to push the elbows forward as we press the bar or stick up, and then pulling it back down. Again, trying to emphasize that same thing. So you should start feeling a burn right around your armpit area, in your lats, and the teres muscles. I'm going to do that for about 5 reps. Again, I'm just trying to emphasize those shoulders pulling forward, staying conscious of squeezing my butt, because my lower back just wants to arch to help that motion get a little easier, but don't make it easy. Make yourself work through it. And one more. Try to really crank it on this one. Awesome. And then anytime that I am working up in weights, make sure every first set is just with the bar. It doesn't have to be a working set, just warming up. Barbell always is first, and then slowly, gradually going up in weight till I get to my working sets. Have fun. I hope you learned something.